Hello everyone. So we're doing the twin flame reading today. I know I don't usually do twin flame readings, but I was literally gonna go take a nap. I was minding my own business, and I suddenly got this calling to get up, turn the camera on, and do this for you guys. So here we are. Now, a couple of things. Please excuse my table, it needs a touch up. And if you hear any light snoring in the background, that's my 3 puppies. They're all here sleeping. So I do apologize. Now, a couple of things you should know. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. If you don't know what a twin flame is, well, it's basically when you meet someone who shares a part of your soul, who is a part of you. So your soul is split in two, and it goes into 2 different bodies, one into yours and one into another person's. So when you meet that particular person, it feels like you've known them your whole life, because, well, a part of your soul belongs to them. And there are lots of articles out there that you can go through to identify if your partner is a twin flame or not. Okay, now I don't read reversals, and I'll be doing a basic spread. I will clarify them, the cards that is, and I will be pulling out a moonology and a wisdom of the oracle towards the end of the reading. Okay. Okay, the cards really wanted to jump out and now they're being stubborn. Nope. Okay. Temperance. Okay. The devil. 2 of cups. Wow. Gosh. All right. Judgment. Lots of major arcana popping out today. 3 of swords. Yikes. Alright, let's get one more. Page of Pentacles. Why don't I just clarify, before we get into it? So I'm using the Muse Tarot as your main spread, and I'm using the Line Strider Mini to clarify, as I always do. 10 of Wands, clarifying Temperance. Devil being clarified by the Hierophant. Wow, this is blowing my mind. Page of Swords, clarifying the 2 of Cups. I may need a couple more, we'll see. 8 of Swords, clarifying Judgment, or the Awakening as it is in the Muse deck. 3 of Swords being clarified by the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. Wow, okay. No, that's too many. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Interesting reading already. Temperance being clarified by the 10 of Wands. So I'm looking at this side as yours and this side as your person's, okay? So on your side, Temperance, now you could be a Sagittarius with the Temperance card, or you could be a Capricorn with the Devil. You could also be a Taurus with the Hierophant, okay? I feel like this has been, okay, so most twin flame journeys are extremely painful, okay? There's a huge difference between having a soulmate and having a twin flame, all right? Soulmates are usually people you eventually end up with, and twin flames, most often you don't. So I'm not surprised to see a lot of painful cards here. With the 10 of Wands, I feel like it's been a very burdensome journey for you, this particular twin flame union. But I do see you trying to balance things out with the Temperance card. So I look at the Temperance card a little differently than most people. Usually the Temperance card represents, okay, that just happened. Sorry, hang on. I don't think this has anything to do with any woo-woo magic. It's just the tea light is faulty. Yeah. So as I was saying, the Temperance card usually is a card of no action. It's a card of being very complacent and still. But I see the Temperance card as, so in the original Rider-Waite, you see the angel. One foot is in water, one foot is on land, and she's moving water from one cup to the other. So I see one cup holding positive energy and the other holding negative energy. And what the angel is doing, she is putting a little bit of positivity into the negative cup and a little bit of negativity into the positive cup, just to create a balance, to create equilibrium. So I feel like you probably realized that this was going to be difficult for you, but instead of just giving up, you are trying to balance things and even things out. Now with the Devil card, I'm not surprised to see this here, because like I said, twin flame journeys are very, very painful, and they are also very, I won't say addictive, but they usually are codependent relationships. All right, because it is very easy to be codependent with your own soul. You know what I mean? Like I said, your soul is split in two. So with the Hierophant being here, I feel like you realize this. You realize that you both have a codependent relationship with each other. But with the Hierophant, I feel like you want to maybe extract yourselves from that situation, from the toxic situation, and commit to a more traditional relationship. Does that make sense? I see you wanting this. I don't know if we haven't seen what your person feels yet, but I feel like you want to get out of this. Maybe this was a very casual relationship to start with, you know, maybe it wasn't intimate enough or it wasn't deep enough, but I see you wanting to take this to a higher level of commitment and kind of just cutting out the toxic ties. Giving it more meaning, if that makes sense. Now, with the Two of Cups being clarified by the Page of Swords, you may be in separation from this person at the moment. Why I say that is because the Page of Swords is someone who always likes to gather information. So maybe you are not in communication and you are trying to keep, not tabs, you know, or not even keep an eye, but just you just want to know how they're doing. You're curious to see if they're okay. Okay. But with the Two of Cups, it is a soul union. That is for sure, and you know that. You know it is. Now, when it comes to your person, I laugh because with the Awakening card, the Awakening or the Judgment card always talks about bringing something back from the dead. I feel like they want it. Okay, they want to bring this back to life, but with the Eight of Swords, they're up in their head about it for some reason. Let me just get another clarifier for this to see what it is that they're too many. Well, I saw the Tower flip. Let's see if it's meant to come out, it'll come out again. Okay, let's give this a good shuffle. These cards are just so tiny. I swear if the Tower pops out again, I'll scream. Alright, let's get another clarifier. Alright, the Queen of Swords. Well, now there is no gender in tarot, okay? But it looks like you were the one who cut them off. Because actually it could go either way. The energies can be reversed here. Someone cut someone out, and I think it was done in a very brutal fashion. Because with twin flame journeys, everything is heightened. You know, emotions are heightened. And you're not usually yourself when you're expressing yourself within, you know, when you have communicating with each other. You usually lose yourself in those conversations. So whoever cut whoever out, it struck deep. Because your person also has the Three of Swords. So I have a feeling this was you. I think you cut them out. Take it how it resonates. But they're up in their head about it. Now, with the Three of Swords being clarified by the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords, you know what I'm getting? I feel like they are so sad that a part of them is thinking that, oh, you know what, good, it's over. Okay, but don't worry, this is what they're telling themselves. The Five of Swords is the card of an empty victory. Okay, I think just to make themselves feel better, maybe their ego's a little bruised, I don't know. I'm repeating, the energies can be reversed, all right? So I think they're dealing with a bit of a bruised ego, someone is, and it's bringing them a lot of pain. So instead of facing that pain, they are just trying to pick themselves up and move on with their life. With the Page of Pentacles being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, you know what, I want a crossing guard between these two, because do you see how major of a jump that is? Something switches up a little bit. Wait, another one flipped, didn't it? Page of Cups again. So you see so many pages. 10 of Pentacles again. Okay, no. You had the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. It can't be clearer. They know you're there happily ever after. I mean, okay, so with the Page of Cups, I think a part of them is realizing that it does take two to tango. They may have messed up somewhere, of course, right? One can't always put the blame on one person. So I think with the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, they will reach out to you. I think once they get over the fact that their ego has been bruised, they will realize why you cut them out of your life. Okay, this might take a little bit of time, because realizations like these don't come very, very quickly. But I think a part of them does or will realize with the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, you have the Hierophant, you have Awakening or Judgment, you have Two of Cups, and you have all the pentacles you could possibly need. They know you're there happily ever after. I don't think there's any doubt in their mind. They're just being clouded by the pain. Whether it was the pain of you leaving them, or it was the pain of just the relationship not working out as a whole, you know what I mean? I think there's that sense of disappointment. But once that disappointment, once they get over that, I would expect communication. Now, of course, I don't know your situation. And if this was an abusive, toxic relationship, and abusive in any way, mentally, emotionally, physically, I would never promote you to take this person back. But if you feel like this was something worthwhile, I would give them a chance to speak up, you know, because the communication is definitely on its way. Let's get a Moonology and a Wisdom just to kind of elaborate on this energy. I had pre-shuffled these cards and put a little piece of selenite in them just to clear them out. Meditate and contemplate. Right. Okay. New moon in Pisces. I know we have a full moon in Pisces coming up on the 22nd of this month, but this is a timeless reading. So with meditate and contemplate, I feel like firstly you could be a Pisces or dealing with one. Now let me explain how Pisceans are if you don't know already. I'm a Pisces moon, so I think that gives me a little bit of authority. So Pisceans firstly love unconditionally, most of them. And like most water signs, they are very deep. And because they are so deep as people, they need to take out that little bit of time for themselves to understand what it is that is really brewing in their mind and their heart space. Because if they don't take out that time to compartmentalize their feelings, it will overwhelm them and then they just retreat. Okay, I'm a Cancer Sun, Pisces moon, so I know what I'm talking about. Even if you excuse me, don't have too much water in your chart, I think right now is a time for you to extract yourself from the situation energetically, because clearly there isn't too much communication happening anyway, right? So extract yourself from the situation, take out some time to meditate. Maybe not literally. If you're not a very spiritual person, you don't want to meditate, don't, though I highly recommend it. ask yourself if this person is your happily ever after as well. Okay, because they know what they want. To an extent, so do you. But I see that you did look at this relationship as a burden at least some point in time. Maybe you still do. You are coming across as quite a balanced energy within this relationship. But with the devil being here, those toxic attachments, they don't just dissipate into thin air. They have to be worked upon. So with the new moon in Pisces card that you've got, I think it's a very hermit-like energy. I think it wants you to go within and sort out through the mess that this relationship has caused. And twin flames always cause a huge mess. Okay, I know that for a fact. None of them are clean. Okay, let's get you a wisdom of the oracle. Please make it a good one. Whoop. Whoop. Weird energy in the cards, I can feel it. It's like they're not confident. Blessed. That was kind of iffy, you know what I mean? I'm going to get another one out. It's a beautiful card, but I'm being called to get another out. Mending. Oh, we've got 3. Well, okay, we have mending and higher power. So you see, with the blessed card and the higher power card, I think, okay, I'm going to explain one more thing. So twin flames usually come into your life when you have something to accomplish, whether it is reaching an apex in your spirituality, whether it is working on yourself and healing childhood wounds. Twin flames always come into your life to fix or heal something that you wouldn't be promoted to do if your life was hunky-dory. You know, when you go through that kind of pain, you start looking at all the avenues in your life, and then slowly you start sifting through the rubble and you start cleaning your life up. Alright, so I think with these 3 cards, mending, of course, I will read these out from the book, just quick snippets, because otherwise we'll be here all day. Let's start with mending, number 52. Excuse me, terrible throat. Okay, it says forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Relationship message: you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What did I just say? What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. Even if you are not in direct communication with this person, I feel like once you forgive yourself as well as your partner, as well as the situation in general, whatever broke you two apart, I mean, I do see a reconciliation happening. But instead of just jumping back into this before you've healed and before your person has healed, it's just going to make you repeat old patterns and you land back in the same place you were before you parted ways. And that's not going to help anybody. So forgiveness is a huge part of not only experiencing self-love, but of just cleaning up the slate and starting afresh on the right foot. Okay? The next card you have is higher power, number 4. Alright, it says conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. It says it's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy to you. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number 1 priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. When I was talking about why twin flames come into your life, this is what I meant. You do, firstly, of course, you have a spiritual tie with this person because your soul, excuse me, is connected to theirs. I mean, it's the same soul in two different bodies. But your twin flame has come into your life to teach you something. And I think a part of that something is you, I mean, if the meditate and contemplate card hadn't come out, I wouldn't have given this so much importance. But I feel like getting into spirituality is something that you would need to do. And spirituality could mean a million different things. You could be a religious person. For you, that could be your spirituality. You could be into yoga. You could be into, well, Ayurveda. You could be into whatever spirituality means to you. I feel like you need to up that up a little bit, up the energy on that a little bit, and I think that is going to be your soul's purpose. That is something that you probably need to learn from this separation, fix that part, and then come back into union. Now, blessed. It's a beautiful card. I love it. Number 22. Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Grace that is an unforeseen gift from spirit. You are moving toward a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. Are you kidding me? This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. Every single card is pointing to exactly the same thing. You need to deepen your faith. And that, like I said, could be God, could be the universe, could be guardian angels, it could be your ancestors, it could be your crystals. It doesn't matter. As long as you have faith in a power that is higher than you. We are all divine beings having a human experience. We are all a part of that cosmic energy. But there is something that created us, right? So whether you want to give that energy a face or a name, that is completely your call. But whatever that energy is, it deserves the respect. Okay, it deserves that honor. So I'm sure if you're watching tarot readings, there is a part of you that is deeply spiritual. Hone into that. Okay, I'm not asking you to go and meditate right away or go and pray. No, this is a gradual process. If you want it to happen authentically, it needs to be sustainable, right? I know from experience, it's taken me forever to tap into my spirituality, and I'm still doing it every single day. It will not happen overnight. So I feel like once you work on that part of yourself, you will be blessed in every way possible. In love, in, well, your energy, you'll just vibe higher, and that's better for everyone, isn't it? So let's get you a few charms. If any letters pop out, they'll obviously not going to resonate with everyone, but just take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm not looking. I'll pull a bunch out. Got a few. Pull a few more out. Okay, there we go. We have we have Leo. We have a camera, which I guess represents memories. Both of you could be reminiscing. We have a star, which talks about faith, hope, and healing. This never, ever, ever focuses, but never mind. So, hope, faith, and healing within this relationship. You have the mending card as well. We have Taurus. We have Cancer. So, you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Cancer or a Leo. Or you could have those within your chart. How beautiful. You had the mending card and you have the mending safety pin as well. Things will fix themselves, I promise you. It's a beautiful reading. And the elephant, memories again. We all know elephants have the best memories amongst all the mammals, even more than humans. And we have the letters B and U. These could be your initials or your person's. Doesn't have to be. So I feel like with the camera and the elephant, be loyal to your memories. Don't tarnish them by thinking about all the bad that happened. Every relationship has good and bad within it. No relationship is perfect, but focusing on the negatives and the toxic energy is not only going to deplete you of your happiness, it's also going to deplete the goodness within this relationship. You know what I mean? Try and keep it positive, try and keep it happy, especially if you want to get back with this person. And even if you don't want to look back at this and frown, you know, extract the good, keep it, and discard the rest. All right, but it's a lovely reading. I see good things coming your way, whoever's watching this. All right, have a beautiful rest of the day. I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.